Hello, like I told you, I'll be back to solve some examples with you. Now that you've gone through that video very well, we're going to be using those laws to solve some of these problems. We have a whooping 8 questions here, and we're going to make things as fast as possible. Number one says, work out 56 to the power of 1, take away 56 to the power of 0. What did we find out in the law of indices? Now, by indices, I know we didn't state this, but anything to the power of 1 is the thing. So obviously 56 to the power of 1 is 56. Go back to your video in your head. I believe it's in your head now. 56 to the power of 0 is what? Any number to the power of 0 is what? 1, obviously. So this is 1. So obviously 56 take away 1 is 55. So our first answer is what? 55. Okay, let's go back there. Our first answer is 55. Sorry. Okay. We have 55. 55. Okay, let me take that out. So next up, explain why 27 to the power of 1/3 is equal to 3. I told you in the other video, if you remember, when we said that the law of indices states that this was the law that anything to the nth root to the power, to the power of n, something like this. Let me write it again. It has to be clear. I told you this categorically. Good. Law of indices says this is equals to a. Good. And I told you to prove it. I didn't, in case you proved it, brilliant of you. But right now I'm going to do it for you to see. Okay, 27 to the power of 1/3 is equal to 3. Okay, let's solve it on our next page. Okay, I want us to show that 27 to the power of 1/3 is equal to 3. Now, you cannot solve indices without knowing very well your powers. 27, can you break down 27 for me? When you see 27, what do you see? You know why we tell you to say your squares and your cubes? Now, if you're familiar with your squares and your cubes, you should see this. 3 cubed to the power, remember my dot, of 1/3 is equal to what? In a separate place, try this. 3 times 1/3, what is it? There's an imaginary over 1 over under here. I'm working on the powers now. This cancels out. What does it give me? 1. So obviously, 3 to the power of 1 is 3. Have you seen now that 27 to the power of 1/3 is equal to 3? Have you seen it? It's that simple. Good. Let's go to the next one. Number 3. Explain or write. Sorry. We are told to write 27 to the power of -1/3 as a fraction. Okay, 27 power of -1/3 to be written as a fraction. Now, the law of indices, what did it tell us? And whenever we have a reverse, this is what actually happens. We're told that when we have something like this, actually means 1/a to the power of n. Can you remember something like this? It goes to tell you, therefore, that applying the same law, they want us to write this as a fraction. This becomes what? 1/27 to the power of what? 3. So this minus becomes your supposed division because it's in the inverted form. And I know you remember that this is 1 over 3 to the power of 27 is already to the power of 3. Okay, we can leave it like this. 1, okay. See if we do this. You understand? It can be like this or like this. It will be correct. Good. So that's our answer there. The next one, write out the value of 64 to the power of 2 over 3. Remember our law of indices, 64 to the power of 2 over 3. Let's go to the next page quickly. 64 to the power of 2 over 3, yes. 64 to the power of 2 over 3. Okay? What's the value? Now, like I always say, we want you to know your squares and your cubes efficiently. Now, when you see 64, what do you see? I see 4 cubes. So if you don't know your squares and your cubes, please learn them. We ask you to learn these things for a reason. So to make this as simple as possible, remember seeing this in your laws of indices. Good. Now at this point, we can solve this out. Go to another space. 3 times 2 over 3. Solve out the powers. Becomes what? 6 over 3. Do you see that? So we have 4 to the power of 6 over 3. But now ask yourself categorically, is this simple enough? Now I love to still simplify it. 4 to the power of 6 over 3. Watch me. Sorry. 4 to the power of 6 over 3. Do you know that 4 can be simplified to 2 to the power of 2? You know that, good. Oh, to the power of 6 over 3. So what does this become? 2. When you multiply this out, 2 over 6 by your corner, 2 over 1, I don't have any means of erasing 6 over 3. 2 times this becomes 12 over 3. 12 over 3, you already know is 4. So this is the final answer, 2 to the power of 4. Do you get it? Math is easy. Or better still, at this point, you could have just done this at this point. 3 goes here 1, 3 comes here 2, 3 comes here 2. 4 squared is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4. Don't you see how fun math is? Math is fun. Everything spelled out, everything very easy and fun. Okay, good. Let's do the next one. Okay, where are we? Number 5, work out all solutions of the equation 8 to the power of m is equal to 2m squared. Okay, let's do this. All the solutions of this equation 8 to the power of m is equal to 2m squared. Sorry, am I? 8 to the power of m is equals to 2m squared. Okay, good. Now this could be confusing, but you are never supposed to be scared of math. To make this very easy, give them the same base. So this is 2. Take it to a power of 2. This becomes 2 to the power of 3. 2 cubed is what? 8. 2 to the power of 3. This is already m. Is equal to 2 to the power of m squared. Do you get it? Now, easily at this point, this is high math now. These 2 can go. And when this 2 goes, it becomes 3m is equals to m squared. 3m is equal to m squared. You can decide to solve this as a normal linear equation. You can decide to solve it as a normal linear equation. And if we are to do that, picture this. If we are to solve this as a normal linear equation, we'll move this over this way. We have the option of moving it over, or we can undo the act and okay, let's do that. Becomes 0 is equal to m squared minus 3m, which is invariably the same thing as m squared minus 3m is equal to 0. So we have two options. If we solve this algebra out now, m, open bracket, m minus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, I didn't know I could write here. Beautiful. Is equal to 0. Therefore, m is equal to what? 0, or m is equal to 3. So m has to up two answers. M is equal, those of us that have done this kind of algebra will understand. M is equal to 0 or m. Let me write it for the benefit of those that have not solved this kind of algebra. M minus 3 is equal to, oh sorry, what did I just do? What happened?